Hi my dear students, COVID outbreak happened again, so we can't stop ourselves because of this recurring phenomena. We don't know how long will it extend. So I decided to give you some assistance on online lessons. So here I'm just giving you the lesson regarding acids and bases. Let's continue that lesson. In this case, we have learned what is an acid first of all. What do you know as an acid? You'd better write this down. The definition. What is an acid? An acid is a substance which releases H plus ion in aqueous medium. What is an acid? A substance that releases H plus ions in aqueous medium. So, come to think of basic favorite acids. You know already. There are some certain acids like HCl, HNO3, and H2SO4. These are the favorite acids. Apart from this, there are some other acids like H3PO4, phosphoric acid. There are many more. And another favorite acid in your household kitchen, even this one is known as acetic acid. But you might not be familiar with this acid. It's a scientific name, but you know this is vinegar. Vinagre, that is the acid. This is an acid. So these are acids what we already know. So these acids have certain common phenomena. Common feature. What is it? What is that common feature? That common feature is they can release H plus ions. What is an H plus ion? Hydrogen. And think about that hydrogen. Hydrogen can become hydrogen plus electron. So this phenomena has been already done. So releasing H plus ion is the thing that is known as an acid. So anything that can release H plus ions in a medium, aqueous medium, that is an acid. So first of all, I'm just gonna consider about one or two acids. Have a good look at. Firstly, think about HCl. AQ. What is this AQ indicates? This AQ indicates this is in an aqueous medium dissolved in water. Very simple. So this can be break down into H plus AQ as well as Cl minus. This is very simple. This is the phenomena happens inside aqueous medium once it's released to an aqueous medium. So the other favorite one is H2SO4. This is also another popular acid. This is the acid we used to say as battery acid. Inside of those car batteries, accumulators, this is the acid we used to commonly say as battery acid. This one is H. There are two hydrogens, so this can release two H plus ions as well as one SO4 2 minus ion. This is one of the important features you have to know about an acid. And another key feature, there are two types of acids. What are those two types of acids? One type of acid is they are very strong. They react very violently and very fast. Those acids are known as strong acids, and the other types of acids are known as weak acids. Weak acids are very light type of acids. They are not such harmful like strong acids. For strong acids, this acid is a strong acid, and H2SO4 is a strong acid, and this is ultimately strong. HNO3, the nitric acid, is super strong, so it can dissociate into H plus AQ and NO3 minus AQ. So these are the two types. But out of those two, this is the first type of group. That means the strong acid. What is the difference between strong acid and a weak acid? In a strong acid, it can completely dissociate. That means, come to think of HCl, it can completely dissociate into H plus and Cl minus. That means it completely release these two ions. Come to think of this can release two hydrogen ions completely, and for nitric acid, it releases that hydrogen plus ion completely. The other types of acid is none other than what I discussed earlier, acetic acid. That means vinegar is a kind of acid that is very weak. That's why we can eat those things prepared with this acetic acid, because it's not such a strong one. In this case, it's partially dissociated. Partially means, that's why I draw two semi-arrows. That means the reaction can go in this way and come back into this way as well. So this is what happened in weak acid, and it also release H plus ion, but this reaction can go back. But come to think of strong acid reaction, it cannot go back. Once it happens, it's just happened. There are some types of weak acids. One is this acetic acid, other one we can take as carbonic acid, H2CO3. This is what happens when dissociate with dissolved in water. Carbon dioxide becomes 2H plus CO3, 2 minus carbonate ion, and phosphoric acid, H3PO4, and it also can go in this way, 3H plus ions and PO4, that means phosphate minus ion. These are the types of weak acids. Even citric acid you find in lime and lime, lemon, and all the other citric family. You find that citric acid and formic acid. Formic acid, once ant bites you, you can feel the pain in because of that. Formic acid. Formic acid is really reacting with the skin, but it is not such a super strong acid like HNO3. So it will never do big harm, but it's still irritative. There are certain properties of acid. What are those properties of an acid? First of all, they are sour taste, but you can't test them in laboratory because they are poisonous as well as harmful. But actually they are just sour taste, like what you do with the lime fruit and even in the orange and those things. Another thing is acids are very corrosive, but super strong acids are highly corrosive. Once you touch with those things, it may damage your whole finger or whole face or whatever. Aneka මිනිස්සු acid ගහනවා කියලා දෙයක්වත් කරන්න, because that is very corrosive. It can damage. Those are the properties. And apart from those things, there are some certain properties that acid can react. There are certain reactions. What are those things? Firstly, they can react with the metal, react with the hydroxide, react with the carbonate, or react with certain hydroxide. These are the properties what we are going to learn. Firstly, let's learn about reaction with metals. What will happen when an acid reacts with a metal? Let's see. Think about certain acid. I'm gonna write HA. Acid means the negative part of that one. This is plus and this is minus. This is how it is. When an acid reacts with a certain metal, what will happen? This is easy to understand in this way. So it will make metal part will react combine with the acid's negative part. Ma plus this H will be released as H2 gas. This is what happened. Solid, this is solid, this is aqueous thing. So MaAQ and H2 gas. This is the common formula. You can remember that very easily. Come to think of real phenomena. Think about sodium. When you introduce a small piece of sodium into dilute version of HCl acid, what would happen? Then this metal part, like of this one, we have to write it. Negative part of the acid, Cl minus. So NaCl, common salt. This is what common salt in household. So there is one hydrogen, so it needs another one hydrogen, so I have to double these things in the equation. So it becomes H2 gas. It will be released and it will go up. This is a real world example for an acid and metal reaction. Okay, now let's consider about some other thing like potassium K. Sorry, this is solid, and I'm introducing nitric acid HNO3. So what will happen? So this will react in the same way. I'm gonna write K because of the metal, and next part it would be the negative part of this one, right hand side part, NO3 AQ and H2. I have to write it as H2, but there's only one hydrogen, so I have to double this, and there will be two hydrogen now, two NO3 parts, so I have to double it. Then there should be 2 K potassium, so I have to double this. This is what equation balancing. You have already come across this thing in your grade 10. So this is the common feature. When it reacts, what happens? It's very simple. When you mix a metal with an acid, super strong acid, or even with a weak acid, this will happen. When you mix an acid with the metal, so it will react and produce a salt. This one is known as a salt, and the hydrogen. This is very simple to remember. මහලුකු දේවල් ගොඩක් හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. එච්චරයි හැදෙන්නේ. Right. The other thing. What is the other thing? Other thing is there are something called metal oxides. Oxides means metal can react with oxygen and become metal oxide. It's simple. And it will also react with HA, an acid, like what I mentioned earlier. So, as earlier, nothing is complicated, it will make the salt. It's same as of a metal, just with the metal. So, there's one hydrogen, there's oxygen. So, what will happen now? So, this is happening in H2O medium, so it will make nothing other than H2O, because there are hydrogen and oxygen. When hydrogen and oxygen reacts together, it makes H2O, water. So this is what happens. Think about HCl, easiest acid, and think about magnesium oxide, MgO. This will react and form what? MgCl2. So I have to double this, and there are two hydrogen now. It will react with these two hydrogen, will go off with oxygen and make H2O. This is a liquid, so you have to write it liquid. These are the common features when reacting with oxides.